Alright, how's it going? Welcome to my Torosaurus park to see what we can get in these pins. It turns out we can kind of get quite a few of them in here. These Torosauruses are cool. Begin with, let's look at the non-humble, as always, and make the quick statement that everything in these parks is based on, I'll talk about one by ones. It means this: a single pole of fence taken at a right angle and squared, and then you've got the one by one. Alright, so let's see the 2x2s for the or the 1x2s. It is just a 1x2, yeah. I've got two of them in here at 82%. Now, you do want to kind of play with the foliage as you start packing these in, and I'll show you later on sort of why it's so important. But here I've got four of them, so they drop pretty quick. This is, these are 1x3s. And at 100%, look at his spikes. At 100%, we've got three of them in here. That's actually a pretty nice size little pin to have just a few of them in it. And you can put up to 6. Not too bad. Now let's look at a little bit more regular sized pin. This 2x2. 5 at 100% of the non-humble. There they are, no traits. These are 2x3s, and these are actually very nice sized little pins that you could fit about anywhere. Here's the large amenities sitting next to it. 1, 2, 3. These are not very big pins at all. There's 10 of them in here. You could have a gyrosphere anywhere on this thing. This little pin would add a great amount of appeal for 10 dinosaurs at 100%. And you can fill the 2x3 with 17 of them. So 10 to 17, that's quite a few of them. Now they'd fight and break out a lot, I'm sure. Torosauruses like to fight. But here's a 3x3. And there's 25 of them in here at perfect. Now this was the most I could get in either one of the two pins, really messing with the forest and ground fiber, water, open space, everything, playing with how the pin is laid out. So you might have trouble getting 25 of them in a 3x3 with the non-humble, but they'll fit. And then over here, of course, is 30 of them. So 3x3, not really even trying. I think I was able to get about 23 of them, 22 of them over here. And so just stuff the rest of them in there, and you can see 83%. Not humble. Let's see our next pin. This is a 4x4, and they're at 100%, and all 30 of them are in here. Man, what a cool animal. So that's the non-humble. Let's go look at the humbles instead. And we'll start out again in the humble. I didn't say it up there, but I couldn't get one into the 1x1. And even on the humble, they just couldn't stand it. The area is too small. So let's look here in the 1x2. We got two of them at 100%. This is a tiny pin. You can put up to 7 of them, of the humble ones, in this pin. It's ridiculous. I mean, this pin versus a large hotel. You could put this little pin anywhere. Here's the 2x2. Let's look at the 1x3s first. All right, so 1x3, perfect, 4 of them. Not too bad, though. I mean, 2 of them there, 4 of them here. You can put up to, and at 88%. I've got 6 of them in here. It'd be a lot closer to the kind of pin you would actually probably want. I doubt they'd get out all that much or fight all that much. 8 of them at 100% in this 2x2 is actually probably much more ideal, though. It's a small pin. And here is another 2x2 with 16 of them in it. Double the number, but drop clear down to 71. And let's go on over here to our 2x3. We've got 15 of them. 5 more for the extra square. The extra 2 squares, we get 7 more, I suppose. That's what it is. But you can put 25 of them in this thing, so 15 to 25 in these 2x3s is not too bad at all. And now here I want to show you with the different layout of tree and ground fiber and stuff what will happen. On this side I've got 98%, 27 of them. This is a really pretty color for this Torosaurus. 98, 27. On this side, 30 of them at 100%. That's a super cool color too for him. So, the 3x3, and you can get 30 of them happily in it. I didn't even fill up the 4x4. I know they'll all fit. It's more about just working with your foliage and tree cover, whatever, to get the dinosaurs in here that you want. Now, the first ones that I feel like I ever really got were in Canada. So, why don't we go look at the Canadian park real quick and see where we think we could fit maybe 2x3s, 3x3s. That's about the size you'd want. Maybe 2x2s if you got the humble trait, which is easy to get there. Well, let's go check that out real quick. Here's the fence all laid out on the Canadian park as always. But when we're talking about 2x3s and 3x3s, you can see you don't need much room for a 2x3 to have a dozen of those humble Torosauruses. The 3x3, I had like 25 of the non-humble, and they weren't terribly unhappy. So you don't need a lot of room at all. Even a 4x4 is pretty close to right there. So, alright, let's go find a Torosaurus to enjoy and call it the end of the video. Well, you can see there's plenty of room in Canada to have any one of these pins very easily. But here's the sunning pin. Let's check this little Ceratopsian out. What's he doing? Sleeping. How about we find one that's up and wandering around? Alright, I'll say thanks for watching the video as always. You guys enjoyed the little dinosaur? Though I'm sure he's not too terribly little at all. And I'll see you in another video. Maybe he's going to go wreck the Jeep. Take it easy.